Hey, what's up, man? You gonna be here? In Marco's. All right, everybody. All right, everybody. Get everybody's attention. We get ready to get started. We got everybody know who he is, Master Billy Blanks, the founder of Tabo, one of the greatest point fighters on the planet. He's here getting ready to get an awesome, fantastic workout. He don't like all that intro stuff, so he's just ready to get busy, turn the music on, and do what he do. Right, Master Billy?
Yeah, I'm gonna teach you first.
Yes, sir.
Test 1, 2. Michael.
Mike's is on.
Testing 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
Oh, man.
Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2.
You're not staying in this meeting? Okay. Let's go. Okay. Okay. All right.
Hey guys, come in. Hey, everybody, come in real fast. If you're doing the class, come in and have a seat. I'm sorry about you guys. First of all, I just want to thank you guys for giving me an opportunity to come here and teach y'all a little bit more about Tabo stuff. Do you guys know anything about Tabo? Sure. Yes, sir. Okay, tell me what you know. Do you know what it's all about? Most people see it. When you see it, most people think it's thing of the cardio martial arts, right? But when I do, when I retired in 1992, I retired from fighting, point fighting. But sometimes most people, especially young kids, they don't really know that I was a point fighter. But at one time, I was one of the people who were in the top 10, one of the greatest fighters out there. But when I retired, I wanted to be able to take my martial arts skills and do something with it. Because I just didn't want my martial arts skills to be able to, I just didn't want to be able to teach in the dojo and anything else. Because I felt like I was put here on this earth more than just to teach martial arts, right? So I thought, also as a kid, growing up, I had a learning disorder. And I didn't know what a learning disorder was until I was 35 years old. And with that point of me growing up, they put me in special education. Being in special education, being a shy kid on top of it, it made me feel like I was a lost kid, right? Because people didn't know how to help me. And I knew, but people didn't know, So at 35 years old, I got caught off guard, I decided to do one thing one day in front of some people, and when I did it, they actually told me, you read this the wrong way, right? So I looked at the sign, it was a karate sign, because it was a karate word, I felt like I could read this word, because I'm always doing karate, so I felt like I could step out and say this in front of the person, and the person would go, oh, Billy's pretty smart, right? But really, when I read the sign backwards. I left words out of the sign, so I found out at the time, at 35, I had dyslexia. And having dyslexia and being shy on top of it made me feel like I was in prison. When I went to my first martial arts studio, and I started learning in the youth center, when I first went there, first thing my instructor said to me, I'll bet you $5, stick it out. With that was always told to me all my life, I bet you $5, you don't stick something out. Well, I said, okay, let's bet, I'll prove it to you, and I will stick it out. And I'm 8th done in Taekwondo. I studied Taekwondo almost 49 years. I've been in martial arts for, and I still teach every day, still train every day, and I come up with the system Tabo. You guys understand what that word means? Do you know what that word means? You've seen it on TV, but have you ever, anybody know what the word means? Okay, how did I come up with that word? I took the word te from Taekwondo, I took the word bo from boxing. Te in Korean represents leg. So females have problems with their legs, guys have problems with their waist. So I took weight from bo from boxing, and I created the word Tabo. Took each letter and made it an acronym. The letter T stands for total, letter A stands for awareness, letter E stands for excellence, letter B stands for body, letter O stands for obedience. So total awareness, excellent body, obedience. So when I taught Tabo, I did not teach Tabo for people to lose weight, because losing weight, you don't have to always tell people, do you have to work out to lose weight? No. So to me, weight loss wasn't the thing that I was trying to get across. I knew that as a kid growing up, I had a learning disorder. And because I had a learning disorder, martial arts gave me an opportunity to look at myself from the inside out instead of the outside in. Most people look at themselves from the outside out. Everybody say this real fast. And we're going to get up and work out, but I'll talk to you a little bit later at the end. But say this. I. Think about what you're saying. I think it's a powerful statement. I. Look. And act. Like my mind and will. That's a powerful statement. Most people don't realize that. Say it like this. I look and act like my body. That's how most people are. That's definitely how most people are. That's why people don't really get to where they need to go to be the best they can be. And I would say, no, I look and act like my mind and will. It's my mind and will that caused me to get on the airplane to come here today. It wasn't my body that made me come here. It's my mind and will. So when I get in this room, what am I trying to exercise? It's not my body that I'm trying to exercise. And it's not my body that I need to get in shape. Because why? I look and act like my mind and will. My body will do anything my mind and will allow it to do. Y'all got that? Sure. So think about it. If your body will do anything that your mind and will allow it to do, then what takes control? Is there anything more powerful than your mind and will? Yes, it is. There's one thing that will take control. Fast. I always say, what is success' greatest two enemies? I'm talking about success in physical fitness, success in life. What if somebody was to ask you that question, like your son or your daughter up to you and say, Mom, Dad, what is success' greatest two enemies? What would you say? Huh? Let me ask you this question. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Can I ask you a question real fast? Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
Sir.
Do you believe you have
Yes, I
it?
believe I have it in my hand, sir.
Okay. Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, sir.
Guess what?
Yes, I believe I have it in my hand,
Good.
sir.
Do you believe you have that in your hand?
Yes, I do.
Give it to me. Y'all ask me that question. No. I know it's in my hand. What does belief got to do with this? Has nothing to do with this. Remember, belief is what kind of word? Think about this because most people do this, right? When you believe something, all you do, if somebody asks you a question, you believe this in your head, most people will do what? They will respond. But that doesn't mean I'm going to act. I'll respond to something. Do I believe I can be a football player? Yeah, I believe it. But where am I sitting? Right here in this chair. A lot of people believe, but they don't respond. When you know something, do it. That's why I always tell people, do you believe you can get in shape? They go, yeah, I believe it. That's why you haven't got in shape. Because I know a lot of people believe it. They stand on the couch. But so there's a lot of things in physical fitness, guys. So when I'm teaching Taekwondo, I just don't teach a cardio exercise. To me, I got to teach my students and my clients really how to take control of life. Because when you walk out that door and you hit the door, 24/7, life is coming. And if you don't get your guard up, it will take your life. So I say, the same way you get in this room, you know how you got to walk over there to that switch? There's electricity going through this room, right? Hello? Yes. What do I got to do to get it to come on? I got to flick a switch. So what do you think you got to do inside your heart every morning you get up? Most people don't. Most people get up, they comb their hair, brush their teeth, put on good clothes, put on perfume, put all this stuff on, but they leave one other thing out. And I think the most important thing, if you don't flick your switch, you won't come on. And life will come at you 24/7, and it'll take everything you're trying to get. You know what I mean? Sir. So when you're ready to work out, think of this. You know, it's hard for most people to get their body in shape because most people don't see themselves, but they can see other people and say, hey, you need to do this, and you need to do this. But sometimes we become blind to where we look at ourselves and we miss ourselves. So I always tell people, don't do that. When you're in the room, open up your mind's eye and see you the way I would say. Because I love God, so I don't tell people what to believe in. I tell you believe in what you want to believe in. But I say, I got a God that's much more bigger than what I am. And I know He is. So it gives me a power to do whatever I need to do to be the best I can be. No matter what it is. It could be karate, it could be love my family, whatever it is. It gives me an opportunity to make a direction. So what is success' greatest two enemies? And let me ask this. Mind and will is cool. Where did fear come from?
Insecurity.
Where?
Insecurity. Lack of faith.
Okay, think about this. Let me ask this. Were you born with fear? Remember that. So where did fear come from? Where did doubt come from? There's two, let me say this. Fear comes from this. What you see, what you hear. A baby don't have fear until a baby fall down and bump his head. When the baby fall down and bump his head, the baby look at the mother, and the mother goes, and then the baby do what? Starts to cry. That's the first time the baby learns fear. It learns by reacting. If I put a baby up on that table, a baby will walk up that table 25 times because it has no fear, has no doubt. Doubt comes by what you see and what people say to you. Hey, I don't know why you're trying that. That's too hard. You never made that. All of a sudden, you start to believe what is in your mind, because there's thoughts, ideas, and suggestions that come to your mind, and then all of a sudden they act out in your physical being. Whatever you ask, because in a minute, right? I said the first 20 minutes of the workout is what? First 20 minutes of the workout is what? Help me out. First 20 minutes of the workout is physical. Anybody can do it. Why? They're physically fresh. All of a sudden, something goes like this. Hey, something knocks on the door to your will. And if it knocks on the door to your will, it's behind that door, you're going to make a decision. Quit, give up, stop, too hard, I'm never going to make it. So when I'm saying to you guys today, all I'm saying, I'm going to probably tap into a lot of that today. Really, because, Taibo is not just a cardio exercise by itself, but you have to have some knowledge and footwork. It's like martial arts. I'm an 8th degree black belt in Taekwondo. So when I'm teaching this to my students, doesn't matter female, male, whoever it is, I'm teaching them some martial arts skills. Most people say you cannot defend yourself with Taibo. You hear people say that. You can defend yourself however the state of your mind is. Right? That's to be a good fighter. Push the wrong button, you'll see the fighter come out. Well, I don't have to do that when I teach Taibo. I'm a guy that loves to see people work out, exercise, but if you push the wrong button, then you'll see the fighter come out. That's anybody. I think if you push the wrong button on anybody, you'll see that instinct come out of them. But that's not what it's all about. For me, it's to teach people how to work their body and train their body. Martial arts, I think, is the best way to teach people how to have self-control, focus, have to have everything you need to be the best person you can be in your life, if you're aware of it. But most of the time, we're not aware of it. Because most of us do what in a workout? Most of us do what in a cardio workout? Help me out. Huh? Most of us do what in a cardio workout? Follow. Follow. We're not leaders in the workout. I always tell my clients, when you work out, you got to become a leader in the workout. Now I got a bunch of leaders in the room leading themselves to a workout. That makes me have to be a better teacher. If you just a follower, because listen, God bless you, you have a big name. I've been to 102 countries teaching people how to get in shape. So if I go like this, people will do it. If I say something about physical fitness, people will do it. Why? Because I have a big name in the physical fitness world. And so I say most people do what? They follow. But that's not my goal. I don't want you to follow me. My goal is to give you as much information as possible so when you get out there on the floor and you be able to do your thing, you know what you're doing and you can get what you want to get out of your workout. But if you don't know how to do that, then it's hard to get you to do it. So I'm going to start you guys off and see what you guys know. How many of you guys do cardio style martial arts? Raise your hand. Is this your first time doing any type of cardio martial arts? Raise your hand. Y'all better raise y'all hand. I'm about to say. If this is your first time doing cardio style martial arts, raise your hand. Stand up. Let's go. Okay. Test 1, 2. Test 1, 2. Test. Okay, hey guys, spread yourself out. Spread yourself out. Don't be scared. Move up front. Move up front. Test 1, 2. All right, can y'all hear me? Okay, so what I want to do first. Hey, listen up, please. Hey, listen up. This microphone is not working so well for me, but I'm going to do my best to get stuff across, but you guys got to help me out. If you're speaking too much, then we can't get a lot of stuff done. I want y'all to get a lot of stuff done, give you guys a chance to see what it's all about, what this type of all about, because it's more than just moving to the beat. So what I want you to do is you're going to open up your legs, go to second position. Second position is almost like a horse stance. If you're in a horse stance, you put your hands down like this. It's almost like riding a horse stance, okay? Space yourself out so put your hands up like this. You want some airplane room. Airplane room means go like this. Go like that. That's how much room you should have. That's how much room you should have. Okay, y'all ready? All right, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to stretch you first. Put your legs together here. Right hand, left hand up to your ceiling. Left hand up, reach over and grab your wrist. Take your bum, push it into the heels of your feet, pull it over to your right. Push your hips to the left, and everybody gonna count 8 count. You're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ready? Count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Go to the other side. Push your hips to the right, pull to the left. Count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Now take your left leg, put it out to the side. Pull your toe back. Push your bum back into this wall. Reach down and grab the inside of your ankle. Reach down and grab. Give me a nice 8 count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch and go to the opposite side. Push down, grab your toe, and count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now watch. You're going to take your right knee. You're going to take that left leg, push it directly behind you. Watch the knee. You don't want your knee to go over your toe. If your knee goes over your toe, then it's going to be bad on your knee. Make sure your left leg is completely straight. Straighten the left leg out. Take your right palm. Look up and see the ceiling. Look up and see the ceiling. Give me a nice 8 count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Place that hand down and give me 8 push-ups. Stretch your chest to the ground. Ready? Count it. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, count it. 8. Now bring it to the front. Look toward me. Bring your feet toward me.
Where do you want to go?
Bring it to the front. Bring it to the front. Hold that position right here. Now take the back of your hand. Place it on the floor. Take the top of your hand. Put it right on top of your hand. Hold that position. Give me a nice 8 count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now take your right hand. Your right hand. Reach to the left toe. Reach to the left toe. Get that elbow down and count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Reach to the opposite sides and count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Have a seat. Open legs, second position.
Isn't that better?
Open legs, second position. Now bring your shoulders up to the ceiling. Cross your hands like this. Cross your hands in. Now, warm up your hamstrings, warm up your backs. This is a good way. I always tell my students, this is a good way to warm it up. And also warm up your rib cage. You're gonna take your right hand, you're gonna touch inside. Take the heel of your hand, reach over and touch. But as you stretch, pull this hand back into the punching chamber. Stretch your chest. You're gonna stretch back, come back to center, come back to guard. Then you go to the opposite side, come back to guard. Let's do 2 sets of 8. Count with me. 5, 6, count it out. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, stretch. 5, stretch. 6, stretch. 7, move it lower. Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, hold on 8. Go and grab your toe. Put your hand on the shoulder. I always tell people, when you stretch, you do your best to keep those legs stretched. And listen, if you get, especially in martial arts, if you don't stretch, you get old fast. Yes, sir. Serious. There's a lot of kicking in martial arts, so if you don't keep yourself flexible, you get old fast. So reach over, grab that hand, and take your hand. You know, kind of walk it down. Walk it all the way down. Walk it down. Hold it there. Give me a nice 8 count. It's 1, 2, 3. Ready? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Reach over to the other side. Bring your hands up. Take your hand on the shoulder. Walk it down. Walk it down. Chest goes down and count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Now reach over and grab both toes. Take your chin. Do your best. Pull your toes back. Take your chin. Reach out in front. Reach out. Stretch those calves. Everybody feel that? Sure. Give me a nice 8 count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Put your hands in the rising sun. Put it down here. Take your chin. Put it down in the rising sun. Take your chin down. Go down. Hold that position. Ready? Count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Slide your legs in. Sir, shake your legs out. Okay, now take your left leg, pull it all the way back. Hug your chest, William. Hug your chest. Hug it in. Now look over that left shoulder. Look over your left shoulder. Count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch sides, please. Hold that real tight. Hug it to your chest. Look over that shoulder. Count it. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, push both legs to the right. Push both legs to the right. Now come up. Take your hands, push your side of the knees, almost like a sumo. Take your palms and face them to the ceiling. Push your bum into the floor. Open up those knees. Give me a nice 8 count. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, lift both hands on the thigh and push your lower back up first. Last thing comes up is your head. You don't want to bring your head up first because it'll snap your back out of position, right? So always bring your Your last thing comes up when you come to the position should be your head, okay? All right, now, listen up. What I was doing in the beginning, I'm having you guys count the beat. There's a beat in Taekwondo, there's a beat. Like they said, you're doing a sparring match, everything is timing, right? Punch, go, touch, go. Well, the same thing with music. You put music on, there's a timing to it. So I'm making you guys doing 8 counts, so when I turn the music on, you already be at beat, okay? So, everybody move up just a little bit, please. Give everybody some room. Now, go into a horse stance. Now, place your palms up. I'm going to give you some basic footwork. I always tell my clients, I think the most important thing in cardio workout is great footwork. Same thing goes with fighting. The most important thing in fighting is great footwork. So I always say, if your footwork is great, you can do anything. You can add anything to your cardio workout. Now, take your palms. Turn them back. Turn each palm out toward that direction. Now, notice this. If you turn your palms back to your ears, turn them back to your ears, automatically your arms flex. Right? As soon as you turn your palms back, automatically the arms flex. Go back and do that again. Now, turn the palms back. Your arms flex. So I always tell people, if you move your wrists, you shake your arm. Think about that. If you move the wrist, turn palms back like this. Now turn it back toward you. Now you hold that position. Now you work your bicep, right? Now turn it back. Now you work your tricep. Can y'all feel that? So now when I say go, you do what we call a butterfly type up. It's to warm up your chest or a pec deck. Bring your arms in like this. Open them back up. Bring them in, open them back up. Now notice, if you bring your hands in like this, bring your hands in like this. If your hands are above your eyes, right? If your hands are above your eyes, you feel your deltoids. Everybody feel that? Sir. So when you do that, you don't want to feel the deltoids. Relax 1 second. Watch this. If I bring my hands, you're going to see a lot of you guys probably going to start doing this. I should just let you move first to see what you do. Most of the time, most people do this. See where my hands is? They do this. But if the hands are above your eyes, it's going to seem like your lower body is separated from your upper body. The goal is in the middle. The goal is not over here. That's a distraction. This is deception. I'm the controller. But I got you looking over here, and I got you looking over here, so you're never going to see me. So how you going to win me? How you going to beat? Keep your eyes on the goal. The goal's here. Work with those abs. 1, 2, 3, step, slide, 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 step, slide, slide. See, I'm staying focused. Look, I look unfocused. 1, 2, 3. I look unfocused. Right? Y'all can see that. You martial artists. Let's try it again. Ready? Hands are up. Keep your eyes in the middle. Train your abs. Hands up, look over you. Tap that left leg, tap the right leg. Be flexible, guys. Be like water. Don't be so stiff. Hello? Sir. Ready? Hands are up. Left hand starts. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, tap, 8, tap, 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7. One more time. Go. 1, tap, 2, tap, 3, tap, 4, tap, 5, tap, 6, tap, 7, 8. Good job. You got that. I want y'all to know the time I was really telling y'all about stuff. We ain't got too much time, but I'm going to say you do it real quick. All right, now, turn your right foot. We're going to do a left side knee raise. Left side knee raise. Put all the weight on your right side. Put your hands on your chest. Let me see everybody do a left side knee raise. Everybody know what that is, right? Sure. You guys not doing knee raise, right? I'm martial artists. A left side knee raise. Again with your left leg. Let me see everybody do a left side knee raise. Ready? 2 sets of 8. Not yet. On 2 sets of 8. Cardio knee raise. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One more second. Go. 1. Count it. 2. Count it. 3. Count it. 4. Count it. 5. Count it. 6. Count it. 7. Good job. 8. All right. That's a good knee raise. Let me ask you a question. What body part are you working when you do a knee raise? Huh? Core. Core? Okay, when you do a knee raise, listen up. When you do a knee raise, you're supposed to be working your abs. When you do a knee raise like that, you don't work your abs. All you're working is hip flexor. That's why some people hip flexor get so sore. Because they're not doing their abs. Remember, if your knee doesn't go past your belly button 2 inches, you don't work your abs. Abs don't come into play until your knee starts to go past your belly button. Now watch this. Try this real fast. Go to the side and watch the difference. Turn your toe here. Lean to your right. Now, take this shoulder. Most people, when they start knee raise, they do a knee raise like this. But I'm going to tell you, watch, you'll lock your abs in. Take your left shoulder, turn back. Can you feel that? As soon as you turn that shoulder back, you lock your abs into place. Get it on your heels. Right, get that foot on your heels. Make sure this shoulder is turned back. Like this. Now, can you feel your abs? Sir. Can you feel your erectors? This is called your erector muscle. You can feel that muscle. Take your hand. If you touch your knee like this, everybody try it. Ready, go. 1. Now stop. If you pick your leg up like this and hold it. What muscle are you working? Hip flexor. All you feel is hip flexor. Now watch. Put it down. Try this. Put your hands up here. actually take your right hand, touch your thigh. I'm just going to use that. Because all the right hand is going to be is a guideline. The left hand is the one that works the abs. Lift up the knee, sideways. Turn the shoulder back, hold that knee up. Now touch your ankle. Put your hand on the ankle. As soon as you touch your ankle, you feel your abs. Everybody feel that? Yes. So it means if you don't touch your ankle, you don't work your abs. So as soon as you touch your ankle, you work the whole left side. Let's try it. And try not to bounce. Make the weight hold you up. Place the hand here, and all you do is this. 1, 2, 3. Right hand is the guideline. How high do you get your hand up? Left hand is the ab worker. Hands are up. Let's do 2 sets of 8. Don't bounce on this. Work those abs. Lock that shoulder in. Ready? 5, 6, 7, count. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7. One more set. Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, count it. 8. Relax. Everybody feel that? And also, too, remember, the faster you pull your hands away from your abs, the faster you pull away, the better you work your abs. I always say do a headbanger knee. Grab again, hands are up. Try like this. When I say go, you're going to do this. 1, 2. Ready? Let's try it. Ready? You're going to pull. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pull right there. Now let's do a cardio. We're going to do 2 sets. You're going to pull that knee down. You're going to try. Ready? Hands up, bend the knee. 2 sets of 8. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, pull, 2, pull, 3, pull, 4, pull, 5, pull, 6, pull, 7. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. Can everybody feel that? Now go back and try this. Go back and try this. Now this touch the top of your thigh. This time when I say go, this touch the top of your thigh. Watch the difference in the knee. Ready? That's not a good way to do knees. But people do it all the time. Always tell my clients, if you're going to do knee raises, make sure you touch your ankle. If you touch your ankle, you work your abs. If you don't touch your hands, like this. Let's do windshield wiper. Think of windshield wiper arms, okay? So you're going to take your right arm down. Right arm goes down, left hand comes here. Left hand is the guideline. So down block, down block. You're going like this. And back to triangle. So you're going like this. 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4. Okay, so lift the left leg up here and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's try it. Ready? Hands are up. Left leg, 5, 6, count it up. 1, count it, 2, count it, 3, count it. 4, 5, 6, 7. And stop. Like stop. Listen, here's the beat count the music. 1, 2, 3. That's not a beat count. Beat count is 1, 2, 3. Hear the beat, because I'll turn that beat, I'll turn the music on. I want all of us to be at the beat. We got to be at the beat, guys. Nobody got to be a hit. Everybody got to be at the beat. Let's try it again. Ready? Hands are up. Sure. So it's like this. 1, 2. That's the beat. Everybody count it out. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the beat. 5, 6, 7. Good job. 8. That's the beat. Don't go any faster than that. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7. One more set. Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, 6, good job. 7, all right. 8. You gotta look at the end, brothers. Don't go past your brother, but you don't work those abs. Remember that, right? I always tell my clients, don't waste your time. I tell my clients, don't waste your time. You need up past your belly button, you ain't working the abs. Now let's try it. Let's do a kick. Go to position. Sure. Okay, so we don't have a lot of room. Let's kick at an angle. Let's kick this way. Everybody turn your body this side. So you're going angle. See if I'm standing here, it should be like this, so we should be able to kick through the hole. Hands are here. Okay, let's do a side kick first, okay? So we're going to step. I'm going to say step. You're going to do like this. Everybody follow me. Ready, step. Hold the position. Go back and do it again. Now look, this is not kicking position. This is ready position. This is not kicking position. You're out of position. I always say when you step, you got to cock your gun. Now I'm in kicking position. See how my hips is? This foot is up. All right, let's try it. Ready? Ready, step. Hold that position. Now when I say kick, you want to make your heel come out of your butt because you want to train your bum. You want to change the bum. So the heel comes out of the butt. Pow. Ready, kick. And then go right back to position. Okay, so we're going to do this. Here's the beat. This is nothing. Here's the beat. Beat is here. Step, kick, back, down. Step, kick, back, down. Everybody got that? Sure. Let's try. Here we go. It's step, kick, back, down. Everybody got that? Sure. Let me hear everybody say it. Not now. When I say move. Ready, go. Step, kick, back, down. That's good. You got to kick. You got to kick. Ready? Let me see the kick. Ready? 5, 6, 7, go. Step, kick, back, Stand up. Down, step, kick it, back, down, step, kick it, and pull. Okay, that's the technique kick. Now let's do the cardio kick. Cardio kick is when you kick this leg out. Hand in position. When I say go, you gotta kick this leg out. Just 1, back, 2, back. Ready? Let's count down. Every beat. Ready? Go. 1, count it. 2, count it. 3, count it. 4, count it. 5, count it. 6, count it. 7, count it. 8. Good job. All right. Okay, listen up. I'm gonna start you guys off now. Y'all ready? Let's do 30 minutes, y'all. Remember, the floor is hot. The floor is what? Hot. Stay on your toes. Don't be gone flat-footed. Here we go. Okay, so we do jab. Jab, jab, right? Here we go. Follow me. Here we go. Jab, 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 jab. Left, right, left, knee. Try that again, please. Hey guys, listen up. Think of a defensive back. Defensive back. Get back up on your toes. So get on your toes. Think of backing up on your toes. We go jab, 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 jab. Boom, 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 knee. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Ready? Stop. Come on, nice flow. Nice flow. Slow. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody got that? Let's try it again. Defensive back. Remember, defensive back. Back the bum up. Back the bum up. Back the bum through the door. Boom, 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 boom. Pop, 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 pop. Everybody ready? Let's try. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Let's do that again. Ready? Here we go. Let's try one more time. 5, 6, 7, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we got that. Okay, now let's do the knee again. Let's do it. 5 knees. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. You got that? Hands are up, please. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, knee. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Everybody got that? One more time, please. Here we go. Ready? Hands are up. 5, 6, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6, 7, knee. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that's on that left knee. You gotta go back right away. All right. Okay. Third. So on the left knee, let's try this one more time. Okay. Let's back it up. Back your bum up. Back the ball. You're gonna do this. Follow me. 5, 6, nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you ready? 6, 7, 8. All right, here we go. Let's try this. All right, I got it. I know. Everybody
front, please. Chest down in front, go as far as you can, and count and go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And shake your legs out. Come up front. So let's see real fast. We're going to do this time.
Come on, slide up. Come on out.
You can't see Hey, listen up, you guys. Let me say this again one more time, because you guys are martial art people, right? And all I'm trying to say, I think one of the most important things, when I came out with Taibo, right? When Taibo came out in 1998, everybody's studio was filled when they were doing cardio, kickboxing, something like what Taibo was. Your studio was filled. It kind of changed the world. And actually, Taibo actually changed the whole fitness world. The whole fitness world started doing cardio kick type of workout. And most people, when they do a cardio kick type of workout, they don't understand the martial arts part of it. And I do understand martial arts because I'm an 8th degree black belt in Taekwondo. I know the tradition of martial arts. So I understand the wheel of why martial arts was started and trained. So when I train my clients, I train them in the art of Taekwondo, the martial arts. I teach them really the basic principles behind each kick, each punch. But when it comes to cardio, they know that too. And I always tell my clients, I'm not a cardio instructor. I'm a grandmaster in the martial arts first. But I know how to teach cardio martial arts too. So when I teach them the technique of what a martial arts person learns. But when we do it in a cardio mode. Listen, 1975, I was the first American who won the national AAU title in karate, right? So when I won that title, I thought I was in good shape. And I feel like at that time, for martial arts, I was in great shape. I was like an athlete. I mean, I was the first martial artist to ever compete on the NBC Superstars competition. I ran against Carl Lewis, Herschel Walker, all those guys. And the only reason why I got a chance to do that is because I was in good shape physically. They saw me as a physical specimen so that I could compete. Usually people don't think of martial artists as athletes. Now they do because of MMA, because they see guys in good shape. Usually in martial arts, you don't see people in really great shape. Bruce Lee probably was the first person that demonstrated what a body should look like. Took his shirt off, whoa, everybody went nuts. The whole martial arts world changed. Well, all I'm saying to you guys, I said martial arts with me, when I won the title in 1975, I went downstairs, my ex-wife bought the theme song to Rocky. I put that theme song on, and I put the music, and I started working out. Within 2 to 3 minutes, I got cardiovascular tired. Oh my God, I'm supposed to be a good fighter. What am I doing getting tired? So I started putting all this stuff together, and I started training as a ballet dancer. I trained as a ballet dancer for 12 years. I danced for Alvin Ailey's company, junior company, to learn how to count music because I wanted to be able to do martial arts in a way that nobody don't do it. So I learned how to count music, and then I started putting all these techniques together and created the style of Taibo. When it came out, like I said again, it revolutionized the whole fitness world. Everybody wants to do it. Now, I went away for 5 years. I lived in Japan for 5 years. Came back. Now everybody's done something like what I've done. And all I'm trying to tell you guys have the technique. But some of you guys don't know how to count music. I believe once you learn how to count music and you learn the theme of what you really know, your martial arts background, you can, in your dojo, what's wrong with having a good cardio class? I teach in my dojo, I teach, and I make all my students work out. Because when they take their examination, they got to be in shape. And a good way for them to memorize their techniques is to get into that cardio class. They'll be practicing punches, they're practicing kicks. I mean, basically everything that you do in your forms during that is in cardio. Everything you can do, you can mix it so your students can be in superior shape. So when you do call them to take the test, okay, I'm ready. Most of them are ready because they've been going through that cardio class. I say, no, just don't look at Taibo as this is dance. Most people look at it as a dance. Remember, I used to be a fighter. And in mind and heart, I'm still a fighter. I just don't go to competition anymore. I don't need to, I've done that. Now I just train students to go to competition. That's what a master does. They go from one level to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next, and they keep on moving on. So fighting for me, I don't want to do that. I've done it. Did it for when I was 14 years old. So I fought as a black belt for a long time. So 1992, and then I quit. Retired and went in and started helping people with health. My goal was to change people's lives. I want to change a person's life. I want to see a person live a better life. I want to see a person be the best they can be. And the only way you can do that, for me, it was through doing what I've done. You know, I tell people, you know, in my martial arts studio, who'd ever think? I mean, I started off Taibo in the projects in the basement. Now it's in 102 countries in 30 different languages. Who'd ever think it would go that far? I didn't, but I just wanted to help people. Because I wanted to help people, payback. Taiko sold over 122 million tapes. Sold more tapes than the movie Titanic. Came in the second to Austin Powers. Serious? Huh?
So it's actually a better tape than Titanic.
But you know, it did. So as a martial artist, and then it got, you know, my goal was to reach grandmothers. I wanted grandmothers to get out of the house and go practice some martial arts. And you know, I taught martial arts for a long time. I still do teach it, but it's hard to get everyday people to come out of their house. So I said, what way can I do it? So I did it with Taibo. I took my martial arts and put it to music, and then everybody started coming out. Next thing you know, I have people that's in my class. Well, my oldest student was 102 years old. Youngest was 3. So everybody could do it, and then from that point on, they started, you know, I would tell them, you know, go do Taekwondo class too, because they give you a chance to really understand the purity of where all Taibo came from. And people did that. So it really started to change. Everything started to change. You guys have any questions? Don't be scared to ask. I'm here to help you out the best way I can. If you got anything you want to know, let me know. I'll do my best to try to answer it for you. I go all over the country, you guys. Listen, I'm saying it again. Who ever think I'd be speaking like the way I speak right now? Because a long time ago, 20 years ago, I couldn't even read a book. I was too nervous about reading because I had dyslexia. But now, no. I can read a book. I just have to take my time. But I have confidence to get out there and do it now. I can speak, no matter who it is, I can go speak. I spoke to princes, kings. I spoke to everybody. And it's been a blessing to be able to go throughout the world and do that. So, if you guys have any questions, don't be scared to ask. Anybody have any questions?
So do you think that you're going to come back and do a new video series?
Oh, I got a brand new series to get ready. Yes, definitely. I mean, I've done, how many videos I've done? I've done more videos than anybody ever probably gonna do. I did 175 DVDs. And that's a lot of DVDs. Most people only done maybe 16, but I've done 175. And I have a brand new series that I'm working on right now. Definitely. And then we have too, if you guys ever want to think about getting certified in time, we have a certified camp you can come to. I mean, you take one day to come in, you be with me, or you can go. My daughter's also a certification director. She also certifies. She studied martial arts. She's 63 black belt taekwondo. She used to fight on the circuit too. She did a lot, but she understands the theory of helping people.
What is your certification?
My camp is in California, Southern California. It's in Dana Point. My daughter's in Tennessee. Some people, you know, Marty Eubank, he just got certified. His wife got certified. So it's a good thing to do. Anybody have any questions? Any other questions? Don't be scared to ask, guys. Yes, sir.
At what age again did you receive your first black belt?
I have a black belt at 16. I was 16 years old. You know, I'm 50, I'll be 59 pretty soon. I've trained for a long time. I love working out. Thank God I can give it my body. Serious. I put my body through a lot. My body's been doing a lot. Not used to the body. But I get up every day. I love exercise. Anybody else have any questions? Yes, sir.
Box?
Yeah, I box too. I box. I won Golden Gloves championships. I won Champion of Champions. And I was going to turn professional, but then decided not to. And Taibo came about, and next thing you know, I went all over the world. I've been to Iraq 8 times. I've been to Afghanistan 8 times. I've been all over. I love helping the troops. Anything I can go do to help serve the troops, I would love to go see it. Spend time. I did a thing for Camp Pendleton. We did like an 8-week course for the wives of the troops that were overseas. And when one troop came back and saw his wife, oh my gosh, she lost at least 110 pounds. You know, they almost made you look like you were in high school. It was great to see him cry like a baby. All she would do was send her picture, but not let her see her body. So when she came home, it was like he was blown away. It's really been a blessing to be able to do what I do. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, sir.
How did you find Japan? What was your experience in Japan?
Well, Japan, my experience in Japan, you know, I didn't even know my workout came out in Japan. And when it came out in Japan, I mean, it was a big hit, right? So when I got off the airplane, I didn't even expect it, man. It was like 20,000 people in the airport. No, they took a picture. They took a picture and put it in the newspapers. They had the Beatles when the Beatles went to Japan. Saved it happened, so they put the Beatles down here and put me up here. The same thing. It was like I was like blown away. I couldn't believe it. I mean, it was crazy. That's all I can say. God is good. That's I can say that. Yes.
How many languages do you speak?
I have 2. I can speak. My wife is Japanese. She's right there. Her name is Tomoko. I have a 5-year-old daughter who always talks to me in Japanese, so if I don't learn. And I have a 22-year-old daughter and a 24-year-old daughter that speaks Japanese, so I gotta make sure I learn. Plus, I teach, and all my students are Japanese. I have a studio in Japan, Osaka, Japan, so they don't speak English, so I just speak Japanese. So I've learned a lot. Yeah. Anybody else have any questions? Guys, listen. Get as much as y'all can get out of this conference. I always tell people, when you come to a conference, don't go home dead. You know, like I said, most people come to a conference and they get what? Motivated. Right? Listen to me. Motivation don't last. It goes away. And when you get motivated to do something, what's being motivated? Huh?
Action.
What's being motivated? What's being motivated to do something? What's being motivated? I always tell people, when you go to a thing like this, I don't want to get motivated. I want to be top. Teach me how to have a better life. Don't motivate me. Teach me how to have a better life. Because motivation lasts for 2 days to a week and it's gone away. Why? Because motivation is for what kind of mind? Huh? Motivation is for the sense mind. The sense mind will feel, oh, that feels good. Okay, I'm going to go back and psych that. Oh, my God. Then you go back and do the work. I don't want to be motivated. I want to be taught. Teach me how to be a better person. Teach me how to run my business. Teach me how to do this so I can do better. And you guys are being taught that. What happens is most people, they get motivated for a week and then it's gone. Yes, sir.
What flipped your switch? What made you do that turnaround?
What made me,
Let's say they not
listen,
in your-
what made me flip my switch? This happened to me. And I can tell you this, and I don't tell people what to believe in, but let me just tell you this. I've done everything that a person ever in their life wanted to be able to do. I wanted to make a movie. God blessed me to make these movies. And listen, and I wanted to have a car. And I mean, somebody bought me a Lamborghini and gave it to me. They gave me one of the best Viper. Bought me a Lamborghini, a Viper, and gave it to me because of what I've done in my life. But listen, when I got those things, I was not a happy person. I had no fear. It not made a lot of money, but I still was lost. Right? What changed me was when I opened up my eyes and saw who God was. Man. Serious. When I saw who God was, I'm saying God thanks. Let me say this. Really, I walked into this church one day, right? This is before Taibo even got to be where it is. I walked into this church one day, and I heard this pastor doing like this. He said, for 28 years, right? While I'm sitting in the seat, he said, for 28 years, God been speaking to me. And he said that one day, somebody's going to walk in this church and give me $1 million. So I looked over at my wife and I said, hey, let's get that man $1 million. Well, listen to me. Serious. I looked in her eyes and said, hey, let's get that man $1 million. I never seen, the most money I ever seen from a martial arts fight was I won the Bermuda tournament. About $7,000. That's the most I ever seen from a martial arts tournament. So I wasn't making that much money. But I heard a voice, and I've seen all these, all these top basketball players going to the church. But for 28 years, he said God was speaking to him, but he did that yet. So I said to him, hey, let's give him $1 million. He said, okay. So I went to church, right? Every day, trying to find a way to be the best person I could be, right? Because I've done all this stuff, and I wasn't happy as a person. I knew that, but I made a lot. I was one of these things. I made some movies and did that, but I didn't do Typo yet. And so what I did was I went to church. That's one day I told my secretary, hey, don't put me in for Tuesday class anymore. I'm going to Bible study. So she put me in. Way in the back, and every note that he was saying, I write it down. And then all of a sudden he started saying the stuff that God wanted. See, he was talking about God, physical fitness. How the Bible, how God talks about eating, how God talks about stuff. So let me start writing this stuff down. So I started writing all this stuff down, and I got closer and closer. And then one day I got up front and sat down. And I was just listening to him,
And then, I just kept putting this stuff together. And you know what? A year later, I walked in that church and said, hey, Pastor, you remember you said somebody will give you $1 million? I walked in the church and I gave him a check. He opened it up with $1 million. Serious. But who would ever think that would happen? So if I asked you today, do you believe you could be a millionaire? What would you say? Listen to me. You ain't got nothing to lose. You can always go back and be what you used to be. Hold on. Right? So if somebody walk up to you and say, hey, can you be a millionaire? Yeah, I can be a millionaire. Why? You know why I thought I could be a millionaire? Because millionaire people look like me. They look like you. The only people. What makes a person a millionaire? How they use their mind and will. What choices they make. That's what makes them a millionaire. I made a choice. This is what I want to do. No matter what it was, I'm going to work hard, I'm going to do it. No matter what comes at me, I'm going to do it. No matter what comes, I know it takes work to do it. And you know what? It came. And does battles come at you to take it away? 24/7. Things come at you 24/7. You don't have things to help you keep it. It'll go faster. I learned so much in my lifetime. So if I could tell you one thing, say, if I ask you this question and say to you, be right there, sir. Listen, if I ask you this question, right? What does man think of you? Listen to me. I'm going to ask everybody this question. And when you think about it, don't think of yourself. Think of me. Think of her. Think of her. Think of babies. What does man think of you when they ask that question? What would you say? But when you answer it, don't answer it for yourself. Answer it for everybody in this room. What does man think of you? What I think of me. What does man think of you? What does man think of you?
I don't know what he's thinking.
Okay. Now listen to me. You know what? Why is that a hard question to answer? You know why? Because people want to be selfish. They want to talk about themselves. Answer me that question.
What does man think of you?
Man thinks of me as being limited. Why? Because he's limited himself. How many men will let you go beyond limit? Any. Not many. Who created man? Let me go see what God thinks of me. I did. That's why where I am today. I always go to me, you're going to be a bum. You ain't going to make it. You're going to be this. If I listen to what people say, I'm going to be standing in this room talking to you. But I understood who God was, so I understood, hey, let me go see what God thinks of me. I ain't got nothing to lose. I can always go back and be what I used to be. I tell myself that every day. I can always go back to what I used to be. Can anybody stop me from going backwards? What do you mean? So that's what I say. What does man think of you? Thinks you're being limited. Why? Because he's limited himself. Not just fault, but he's limited. What is God? Who created man? God. Let me see what God thinks of me. God thinks of me with no limitations. He only says one thing. We put it on ourselves. If you only believe, watch and see what happens. That's what people say to y'all when y'all come and do this conference. If you only believe, go do your work. Watch and see what happens. Let me ask this last thing. What's the key to a successful? You say, what's the best-selling book?
Bible.
What's the second best-selling book? How-to book. A how-to book. How to get your life together. How to be the best you can be. Right? What's the key word in the how-to book? What is it?
2.
Listen to me. The key word in the how-to book. The key word to this whole conference. Did you guys hear from? The key word would be this. If you do this, watch and see your life change. The key word is what? If. Remember that. Why does the person use the word if? Because you have free will. They can't make you do what you don't want to do. But the key word is if. Most people go, if you be focused. Yeah, focus is the key word. If I do it. Discipline is the key word. If I do it. So the key word to this whole thing is if. Now let me go listen to what these people say. Now, if I go back and put it in order, something should change. What's the other part of that? If I don't do it, life ain't gonna change. Serious. That's the key word. If. I know that. What happens? He says, if you don't practice, what happens?
You don't get better.
Now, if you do, remember that word, because that's the key word to a how-to book. That's the key word. Watch and see what happens in your life. But I'm going to give you free will to make a decision. That's what they say to you today. That's what they'll say to you tomorrow. That's what people say to you forever. But people don't listen to that word if.
they listen to them other big words like discipline, focus, all that stuff. But those are simple words. If is the key word. Y'all be blessed. Man. Take care of yourself. Thank y'all for being here.
The last picture we had.
We gotta get him in a car. We got a town car. Real quick, we gotta hurry.
I gotta go.
We gotta go do something.
It's a live show.
Stand right there real fast.
We gotta go there and go right now.
He'll be at the Capitol Classics taking photos and everything, so make sure y'all be there.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, you fighting?
Yes, this is first time. First one.
Okay.
Right now, we're on the way down.
Hopefully we do it.
We're still in here. We're getting ready to bring it down right now. Yeah, it should be a town car. Should be a town car. Yeah, just in fact, if you can go to the lobby.
The last picture we had.
Get over there real fast.
We gotta get him in a car. We got a town car. Real quick, we gotta hurry.
I gotta go.
We gotta go do something. It's a live